behind. Check the radio, big crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to PTM Racing TV. We're live here at Homestead, Miami Speedway, and no, don't adjust your TV screens. I'm just taking you for a lap around in my Built Ford Tough Mustang here. We'll take this old 14 Ford Mustang around. Let's take it around a lap here on this track. Homestead, Miami Speedway will lay host to the Flyby Cup Series here for their Season 1 Championship. And let me run you down with this track tech talk, how these drivers are going to be playing this one out. The youngsters, younger than 16 or 16 years of age, are going at it here on this very tough, very strong track. This track has a very unique setup when it comes to the exits. A very slick track can really send you for a ride if you're not careful. But there are 3 lines to the pocket and 3 lines to championship. Bottom, middle, and high side. You saw me apex off the bottom earlier. I'm going to show you how to run more of that high side now and where you want to kind of get at. You want to stay as close as you can to this wall right here as you come down at turn 1. You want to try to get it a little bit of some momentum, give it some gas, give it some juice. Keep it right up on that wall. As you come off for turn 2 or turn 4, just rev it right back in. Let that baby eat some asphalt and gravel, and just keep it going. Keep the momentum alive and just keep it running through all the way through. And that's how you're going to be successful here. Just gotta stay out of that wall, and remember, exits are slick, so you cannot be too aware of those areas. You got to be very careful about that to the end. As we get our drivers ready to go here, folks, we're going to get this show on the road. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure, my honor. I am Christian the Crusader Striver of PTM Racing TV to call you the Flyby Cup Series Season 1 Championship. Let's get down to business now, shall we? Our drivers are getting lined up and ready to go here. They're all getting into position here as they get ready for their run here. There we go. We have our drivers ready to go here, so let's go ahead and run them on down. We will get to that in just a minute. As we get lined up and ready to go here, we need to get all drivers in gridding order. We have our eye already on the 81 of Mason Dybe Thompson. He currently is getting set and ready to go here. Oh, what a season he's had. What a battle he's been through all this time and all this work. He's done a great job hanging in there. So has the guy right behind him here in that third spot will be Dylan, the closer, Hervatin, with maybe one of the craziest and insane finishes we've ever showcased on PTM Racing TV. It's still one of the most viewed things we've ever had here on the show, which is insane to say the least. There is Aiden the Iceman, Kirker, and 39 getting locked and loaded here, ready to go. Our driver's just getting taken in, getting tuned in, folks. So it will be just a minute here before we get ready to showcase our drivers here and everybody that has been coming at us the entire season, the entire way through. Give you guys a better idea of who all we're looking at here. There is a packed lineup here tonight. Over 20 drivers are tuned in and ready to go with us for this one. Gridding order still getting into pursuit. Everyone making last-minute adjustments, last-minute changes, if you will, to their cars, to their vehicles, as they get ready to go here. Once we are getting word of the gridding order, we will then send it off into position and get into the lineup here tonight. It will be just a few more seconds here. We're just letting the drivers get ready to go. They have to get gridded up first. They have to get taken care of first here from the race officials and the track crew. But it looks like Aiden the Iceman Kirker will be our starter here tonight. And going into tonight's race, I'm going to tell you right now, folks, this couldn't be any more heated, as 16 points separate the championship from first and second. Who am I talking about exactly? I'm talking about Aaron Double Trouble Tribble and then Jesse the Justa Martinez. Those two will be going at it here. We'll get to them in just a minute, but they are going to be the two drivers that are going for a championship here tonight. We're still getting drivers locked and loaded here. Still a lot of them getting settled in, getting things taken care of, kind of enjoying the moment here and getting ready to go. There's a lot at stake for these drivers. There's a lot going through their minds right now. A lot of them trying to just stay calm, cool, and collective, just trying to take in the substance, trying to remember that this is going to be a big race for them, and they need to be ready to go when time comes for this one. This is going to be a big battle to the end. If you guys are just now tuning in, like and follow us up here if you haven't already here on Facebook. Share us around, get the stream going while we get ready for the drivers to get lined up in position. Currently everyone's still on gridding order, getting taken care of here. Everybody's still getting ready and set for the run here tonight. Looks like the rest of our field will now at long last come to the starting lineup. They'll get into position here, and once we got them ready to go here and battling in, we will then line them up for position and line them up into their regulated spots. Last minute adjustments need to be made now, and they need to be done quickly, or this will not go their way because they have a time limit on that gridding order. So it looks like we're just about ready to go here, folks. You hear them revving up the motors, getting the cars ready to go here, getting things taken on in. They're all set up and ready to battle it out here on this unique style long track. Homestead Miami Speedway is going to host tonight another season championship. We've hosted a couple nights ago for Split Decision Racing League, and now here at Flyby, these guys on their Cup Series, we know what the Cup Series can do from what we saw at Split. Imagine about 20 more of those going at it at the same time. This is going to be a heated one. And that is no pun intended to Miami Beach, Florida. Thank you very much. Still waiting for them to get fully locked and loaded here. Looks like we're just about ready there. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me be the honor to call upon our series tonight. Let's go ahead and call it as we see it. Let's start the grid. Starting order for the Season 1 Championship lineup. We'll see the 89 of the Iceman cometh, Aiden Kirker in the 39. To his outside will be the 81 of Mason Dibby Chison Thompson in the 81. Row 2, the closer himself, Dylan Hervatten in the 21. To his outside is one of the only drivers that has a chance to take home the season title tonight. It's Jesse the Justa Martinez in the number 5. Back on the row 3, we'll see Keelan Belsha in the 18. To his outside will be Brady Weileman-Berger himself, the 51 machine. Row 4, we'll see then Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, the only other driver that currently has the position he needs to win it all. He just needs to stay ahead of the curve tonight. Chris R. Otto in the 88 will be his outside there. As we go into row number 5, Dominic Mulhorn in the 11 will shoot on in. To his outside will be Brian Edmonds in the 28. Next row on back, Robert Dudley in the 49. To his outside will be Timmy the Dirty Deed Reed in the number 1. Jonathan Leach in the 48 will go into the inside line, as the outside line will show Ryan Beckering in the 31. Next row on back, we'll see Daryl Arnold in the outside. His inside will be Mike Cambeo in the 20. The 91 of Kyle Camper will then shoot it on in with Connor the Ferrari Trafari in the 25. Next row on back, Kyle Durbin in the 90 with the 27 of Eddie Spreel. The 23 of Willie Cuddy with the 85 of Wes Weidman in the back to round out our field here tonight for your starting lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, they've come this far. They've come so long. The youngsters, only 16 years of age, being trained and shown by the veterans. all the time put in, all the work put in has led to this moment as the green flag flies here on the front stretch. Here we go! And right off the bat, already off the gun, off the line, through the chicane, we bring him on down here as Aiden the Iceman Kirker already off to a strong start. No surprise here, Dylan the closer her bat right there on the tail. They bring him on back down the back straightaway here as I take it side by side coming down that back stretch. Dylan the closer her bat already very similar to what he did at Talladega Motor Speedway just a couple of weeks ago. Has already got a full throttle assault initiated up on the drivers. He gets a little loose there on turn 4 though. Remember what I said earlier about that turn. You've got to be careful about the exits. He gets loose off of turn 4. Manages to save it and pull it back, but now he's got to get the reins put back a little bit as Kellen Belsha moves on in there as well with a 24 variant double trouble triple, challenging his way up to the front. He needs to get he needs to stay ahead and stay out of the 16 position spot, because Jesse the Jester Martinez right now knows if he gets 16 points ahead of Aaron Double Trouble Triple tonight, that'd be 16 positions, he will win it all. But you know Double Trouble is not one to just exactly lay down and take that one. He's a fighter. He'll give it everything he has here as he goes to work here with the 5 of Jesse the Jester already off that corner. They back him on in, taking it in. Back him on around here. We're on board here with Double Trouble Triple. As you can see him already hard charging his way up. He's fighting for everything he's got, working that outside line to the wall back to there with Mason diving, Chase, and Thompson. The 81 there of Thompson battling hard, battling strong, while Jesse the Jester Martinez, I would think, lying low at the moment, just trying to lay the car in, get the foundation set for that long run. As Aiden the Iceman cometh, Kirker runs in a strong line coming out of turn 2, coming right into your living room. Back on through they go here, everyone jockeying for position as they challenge them on. No way, no how, no way, no can be, no say how they do. Right now, down out of turn 4. 167 laps to the distance here. A lot of battling to be had and a lot of scores to be settled here from these drivers. But really, when it's all said and done, this has been one of the best series we've had a call here on the show for quite some time, all season round. We've seen some tremendous races and tremendous showings from other series and leagues. But I hate being a little bit biased when I say this, but Flyby has always been that one league that you can go right back to in and out, that just shows you guys what you need to see and what the battles can truly be with iRacing. As right now, the youngster Aaron Double Trouble Triple hawking his way up. Looking to get the old Christmas number 24 machine up ahead here. Battles it on in the EWM machine. And that Chevrolet goes out of here with the Iceman coming, Aiden Kirker. Those two have gone to war with each other every time out on the track. The old Iceman himself has never won to stray away from battling hard with these guys. But when it comes down to the battles for the lead, he holds no prisoners there. He's always what we call the Iceman when it comes to icing the competition. But Double Trouble says otherwise. Here comes Aaron Trouble to the bottom. Sneaks it on by there out of turn 1, already on a hard throttle assault coming down out of turn 2. They battle it back in. Aaron Double Trouble Triple tonight wants to end the night and the season on the right note with the title and the race victory at Homestead Miami Speedway. This would be something if he's able to make his way around the Iceman himself, but Aiden Kirker's not giving him any chances here, not yet anyway. They'll battle it back in as now we look to the inside here. Maybe Chase and Thompson going to work here with Jesse the Jester Martinez. The battle for third is raging on as Brady Berger Weileman now charges in for this one. He's looking to get up there with the old Mason Navy Tyson. He hunts him down, trying to get some momentum, trying to get up to the Bodega number 51 machine as Jesse the Jester Martinez now swings it on the outside, looks to the inside while the outside line goes to Thompson. Thompson trying to conserve the tires a little bit more on that high side instead of trying to burn the minutes quick. I don't know how well that's going to work for him here when you got a battle going here with Martinez. Because Martinez right now is playing the extreme middle to the bottom line, running a nice rhythm, nice position, hanging on by with what he's got there. Battling it back on forth here. These guys in the top 10 right now pulling on a pretty good show, pretty good run here and a half. Your hard charger at the moment is Aaron Double Trouble Triple. Well, actually, he's got quite a few of them with him with that, and Mike Campbell and Willie Cuddy all up 5 positions. As much as Aaron Double Trouble Triple is. But the big one right now is this man right here, Connor the Ferrari Trafari in the 25 machine. He right now is the main hard charger. He's up 7 positions and looking in by only about a second away from catching, only about 5 seconds away from catching the Aiden Kirker. Back him on in yet again here. Willie Cuddy and him going back and forth here with one another as the outside line goes to Trafari. Cuddy sneaks back to the inside, keeps him on his tail, keeps him on his row as he shifts up to the outside once more. Connor the Ferrari Trafari to the inside line yet again. Now back on in they go. Right back on the attack goes Trafari. There's a reason why we nicknamed him Ferrari. He bounced the back and here staying on the hunt and on the attack. These Cup cars definitely putting that cameraman to work here. He's definitely having a few times catching up with the action here as they focus back on in. Now we got focusing on the 11 of Dominic Mulhern right now as he hard charges his way into the spotlight here. Kern up 7th spot right now, up 2 positions from where he started in the 9th. Moving him on in, he's got down 49 right back on the attack now, right back side by side. They take it into turn 2. Robert Dudley and the 49 Toyota Camry machine. The 49 Mercury machine throwing some haymakers at one another as Dylan the closer Hervaden looks and from the outside looking in. Trying to get back his spots from earlier, trying to make his move on in. One thing you'll see a lot tonight is if you see the drivers go from the bottom and move up to the high side quickly, that's because they're trying to avoid that little slick area of exit that has been messing with these drivers all night long and all season long when it comes to any driver we're out here with these guys. We talked to Split Decision Racing League Josh Susie about that last time we were here, and he said flat out, this track is hard to master on those exits. You can't mess up. You have to stay on the spot. You have to keep it right there when you need it and move in when you know you don't need it. And right now, as you see the 18 of Kellen Belsha, or Kellen Belsha right now out of here with Dylan the closer Hervaden. As the 77, as the 11 I should say, of Dominic Muller looking in the inside, maybe thinking it was time for a 3-wide salute. Dylan the closer says, forget that, I'm closing in on this one. You guys can stay back here and fight for all you want, I don't care. He's backing it on in, he's down 4 spots where he started. He started in 3rd, currently in the 7th right now. Not out of the woods yet though, not out of this game just yet here as we back him on in. Gerald the big dog, Arnold, is looking to his way up to the front. Ryan Beckering in that 31 machine still hanging in there by a good margin here as they bring him on back down and around. We're on board here with the big dog himself. You see the run, that line, that momentum they have to carry through here and all the battles to be raged here and all the work that has to go in. These drivers, man, they have to fight for everything they got if it wants to stay in this. And just out noting assist, but folks, the big dog, Darren Arnold, he's got South Park on that car. What? Man, you're in Florida. Why do you need something from Colorado on your car? Oh my God, he's even got the talking poo in the back. Oh no. Well, let's get back down to reality here, folks. As Mason Neby, Jason Thompson right now falling back a little bit here. As Jesse DeJusta Martinez and Brady Berger Weileman having a little bit of a go at it, and here we go. How about this? The championship drivers right now are at it here with one another. That's Jesse DeJusta Martinez in the 5. He needs to get himself up 16 positions ahead of Aaron Double Trouble. He needs trouble to make a mistake here tonight. But that's like trying to find a needle in the haystack. That's easier said than done to figure out when the EWM 24 there of Aaron Double Trouble got something for you tonight. Aiden the Iceman Kirker just kind of laying low right now, laying into position, just staying on his run, staying in position right now as they battle him back in, down out of turn 1, back on through. Old Jesse DeJusta Martinez all fighting it in, battling their way in out this one here. Everybody giving it a hard run in a hard position here. Neither driver wanting to quit, neither one wanting to give. And folks, there's something we did not tell Flyby, but there is some special rewards out for tonight. The winner of the championship, they will get their own season championship hero card tonight, presented by Puddles Wrap. So whatever happens tonight, these drivers are going to give it everything they can in one and another. But they're definitely also not having that hero card in the back of their mind. They just want to run their line here as soon as they come by here. Back and forth, side by side. We take it through. Jesse the Jester at it here with old Aaron Double Trouble Tribble as they continue it through. The 5 trying to make his way around, trying to hang in there. These two right now, the main favorites to watch tonight because of the fact they are championship contenders. All looking for the same thing. All looking for a win and a half here. Hoping and praying for maybe a little luck and a little love here. Back him on through, down out of turn 1, back down in turn 2 here. Aaron Double Trouble Tribble. And just Martinez just kind of running their own line here as we come right into your living room. They've got lap traffic right in front of them there. That's Chris R. Auto in the 88 machine. Chris 88 right now kind of staying out of trouble. He slows up. Aaron Double Trouble Tribble there. I'm not sure what happened to Auto there, but something has gone wrong for the 88. He's not got the momentum he's carrying through. He's been lapped on by there and passed on by many drivers here. Something is indeed wrong with that car there. It's hard to say what's wrong right now, but Brady Berger Wileman is looking to capitalize on that. Martinez might have just found himself a little bit of a hedge hole there to get through. We'll battle him back in here yet again as Brady Berger Wileman going out of here for the 3rd spot here with the Aaron Double Trouble Tribble there in the 24. They are still side by side on that front straightaway here, gabbing it at and forth, back and forth. Neither one wants to give an inch. In the back of the pack right now, let's focus in on some new drivers here. The 85 of Wes Weideman, I believe, made his debut just a couple of weeks ago here in that 85 machine and has been a hard contender, a hard thrower when it comes to the battles. Always been wanting to give a fight and always wanting to give a chance up to nothing. He's fought all season long to get himself, he's been fighting for the season he's been in to really make a name for himself and really get showcased on here. He told me earlier today, he says when we get on these shows, I just have a little more kick in my step. I always love hearing the broadcast. I always love getting that feeling that only this show in iRacing can give to us. And that definitely is the case right now. It's Timmy the Dirty D Reed, the number 1, go out of here with the big dog, Gerald Arnold. Jumping through the fight, jumping through their positions here as they work them on by, yet hanging it on in, working it on in. Everybody all in a rhythm, all in a position here to try and stay in their zone. Jonathan Leach in that 48 Crisp Bowl machine. I still don't understand why he's driving the Crisp Bowl 48 tonight, but apparently that's the way he wants to play and that's the way he wants to do it, so nothing wrong with that in this case. Making a pretty good position, a pretty good battle around here. He currently is in the 16th spot right now, down 3 spots from where he was at. As now we look on forward here. How about this? Here comes the 21 of Dylan the closer, Herbatin. He laid low for a while after that little hiccup he had earlier, and now he's gone to work here with Aaron Double Trouble Tribble as they back him on around down out of turn 1, down in turn 2 here. Also, real quick reminder, folks, in the comment section, if you're talking there, I can't see what's going on at the moment. We're a little too focused right now on getting the setups done and making sure that everybody is taken care of here tonight. So I do apologize in advance if I'm a little quiet there. There's not much we can do about that. Brady Berger Wileman right now in the fifth spot, looking into the 4th spot of Aaron Double Trouble Tribble as they hang on yet again for a battle between these two. Back and forth with one another here, carrying on by. Everyone still on a hard run, on a hard leash here. Aaron Double Trouble Tribble trying to hang in that inside line, trying to stay on the run as he's got Brady Berger Wileman looking to the outside, coming in. Can't quite get him though on that corner there. Can't quite clear him off that exit. So the run will stay to Aaron Double Trouble Tribble here for this one, at least for now anyway, but I guarantee you later on that might change here as Jesse the Jester Martinez in the 5 machine right now, desperately trying to just stay on the run and stay on the momentum line. Let's go on board here with him. You can see how smooth and how well he's running that car on by and how much he has to stay off that momentum and off that boost there. The more he runs it in, the better he'll keep it going here for himself, as he got a long, long race ahead of him here. Multiple time winner on the circuit, multiple time winner here. And then of course you got guys like Mason Nebby, Tyson Thompson, who only may have had 1 or so on wins in the season. He did win the All-Star event back, I believe, the Chicagoland Speedway not too long ago. I think it was about 1 and a half months ago, pulling off a tremendous performance and taking home the cash prize there, of course. And what a victory it was for him. He said he just was one of the best victories he ever had in his career, and he was proud of it. Mike Cambeo going in pit road here in that 20 machine. Something gone wrong for him there. As Wes Weidman right now battles the back end. Looks like some drivers gone in pit road here. We got a lot down in pit road right now. Aiden Yexman Kirker, Jesse Martinez, Dylan Herbaden, Brady Weileman, and Thompson are all now entering into pit road. So they'll get that car taken care of there and get everything switched on by there as we focus on Chris Arado in the 88. Still having some major troubles there as the 31 there passes them on by now. The 31 of Ryan Beckering right now doing a pretty good job hanging into his position and doing his own thing. Kind of focusing in on what needs to be done, what needs to be ran here for himself and others. He is now the race leader as the big dog Darrell Arnold follows right behind him there in that 6th South Park machine. Back and forth with one another here as they continue on by. The rest of our field in pit road at the moment still. And the big dog Darrell Arnold looks like he's going to do just that as well. Try to get that fix on in and taken care of here. So the rest of the field will come by here. Everybody's in pit road right now. As we bring back up our drivers here, looks like Aaron Double Trouble Tribble actually getting ahead here of the leaders here. He'll now take over the race lead if he can just get fast around Jonathan Leach, Beckering, and Darrell Arnold in pit road right now. Double Trouble has made a name for himself, as well as that Iceman, Aiden Kirker, when it comes to their battles and their wars they have raged here on PTM Racing TV before. They've always been putting on good shows and good races, and you know, tonight has really been no exception here. They've all been after the same thing. They've all been looking for the same thing, which is to win, to win, to win. But for Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, tonight it's not just about winning, it's also staying in a pretty good spot to make sure he will claim host to the season title, but he is not out of the woods yet, as I mentioned earlier. Jesse the Justin Martinez is breathing down his neck, and so is Aiden the Iceman Kirker right now. As they come on around down out of turn 2 here, battling back on in. Hard run coming here from the Iceman himself. They'll sing it on by down out of turn 3, back into turn 4 here. How much though those tires are they burning up? How much are they giving in to their own personal demands and needs? They've only got 6 sets of tires they can use tonight and a limited amount of fuel, obviously, so they've got to stay focused on running their area and running their spot up. They'll bring him on back around yet again, coming down out of turn 2. Through on through, here they go on through, and wait a minute, caution is out. Caution's out, folks. I turned my head for a minute. What happened? We have the caution. We have the caution. We're going to the PTM Instant Replay. I think we might have an idea what happened here. Here is the PTM Instant Replay. Let's take a look here. It looks like the 117 of Mr. Don Andrews gets into the wall there coming off that spot, and unfortunately he parks it on the front stretch. Flagman sees it and says, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be there. So they will have to re-rack, restack, and all that here and get the drivers laid back into position here. And that is your PTM Instant Replay. So they will get the drivers back on around here, back into position here to stay on through here and get themselves ready to go. A lot of battles here, raged and war here, a lot of them all coming down here for the same thing, of course. So as our drivers will get back ready, rack stack and all that here, we'll get things worked on in. Robert Dudley. Robert Dudley in that 49 Toyota Camry, I should say, not Tundra, that's a truck. I'm still bad with names on these things sometimes, and that Mercury 49 right now will be the guy to kind of send him his way into the spotlight here and really showcase what he can do. 51 of Brady Berger Weileman in that Bodega 51 will stay in this one as well. So Aiden Iceman Kirker and Berger Weileman, they're going back in pit road here. A lot of the guys going back in pit road here. Wait, just a minute. This is going to be an interesting strategy here on their end. I am very curious to know what is going to be the strategy here. As Kyle Spygate Durbin has stayed on out here. Let's see if we can find him here in the chat. Let's see if we can find him real quick. I forgot we talked with him here. Hold on a minute, folks. We got to... getting everybody situated on by here. We're having to get some things done here that you can't see behind the scenes right now. As we talk right now real quick with Kyle Spygate Durbin here in the 90 Toyota Camry. And Kyle, right now you're still hanging out there, really giving it a good battle here. I got to ask you, man, what's going to be going through your mind here as you get ready to take on the rest of this field?
What's up, Chris? Man, I'm just trying to hang in there. I'm staying out. I'm going to try and get some track position on this restart.
Definitely for sure there, man. And how exactly is that going to come down for you when it comes to this restart? How are you going to be able to hold out with these guys? Because there's a lot of tough drivers here ready to take you on.
Man, I'm going to try and stay up here. I'm going to try and hold on for another about 30 laps. I hope I can stay out here in the front and get this win for us on this championship.
Definitely for sure there. Well, try to get yourself in a pretty good position here and see how this one plays out. Good luck out there, my friend.
Yeah, have fun tonight, Chris.
Absolutely. You too. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Durbin taking the time to talk with us here and have a little chit chat as well as we get the drivers rack stacked and all that here. Sorry for the late response there to the cautions here, folks, and I'm going to try to talk with you guys as well in the chat here. Alright, so real quick now, folks. Finally get to join you guys in the comment section and all the broadcast booth here, finally. As we get the drivers rack stacked and all that here, we're ready to go back to racing here. So it will be the 49 of Robert Dudley, your race leader on the start here. As they get ready to go here, they're waiting for the lights here to come on down. Robert Dudley will indeed be the guy to catch on the start here. We'll see how well that plays out here for him as they get ready to go. Rack to racing here, coming off that line. Green flag flies. We're back underway. Back them on through here. All drivers challenging up right off the gun, right out the spot. Here they come down out of turn one, down in turn two here. Connor with the Ferrari, Chapari, the 25 now battling back in, getting a hard run coming through this one. They're all at it. Wait a minute, yellow, yellow, yellow. Looks like there was some trouble in the back here. Don Andrews yet again has spun on around the corner here. Oh my, folks. We're going to the PTM Instant Replay to catch that one, see what happened exactly here. Here is the PTM Instant Replay. Let's see what happened exactly on this caution. Oh, right there, man. Looks like the 28 gets loose off that corner. Unfortunately, it did not go very well for him in this case and ended up costing the caution to come out. Brian Edmonds is okay, and so is our other driver here of Don Andrews. But I definitely could say they're probably a little bit worse for wear here on that end of the spectrum. So we'll get him back on around here and talk with our drivers here yet again and see how things are going here. And this time we actually will have time, and we remember to actually go ahead and get them in the chat and talk with them here. So like I said, we've been kind of busy. We've been kind of getting some busy stuff around here. We've been kind of messing around some stuff. Alright guys, real quick, Robert Dudley in the house right now. He is on call for us, and Robert's right now, I believe it's the first time we've ever really showcased you here on Flyby, and right now you're doing a pretty good job here going at it with these guys. You got some tough competition here, man. Well, what's really holding you in there and keeping you steady as it goes?
I've raced with a couple of the guys in here, and I know how they run, so I'm just basically trying to stay clean and be respectful to the guys out here.
Definitely, for sure there. You're doing a pretty good job at it so far. Just keep up the good work, and we'll see how this one plays out, my friend.
But
Alright, Robert Dudley right now, getting situated on by, getting things taken care of. Let's go ahead and have a little word here with our top drivers here tonight. Let's go ahead and have a word here with Mr. Aaron Double Trouble Tribble himself. Aaron, right now you are one of the only drivers and the race leader when it comes to the season championship. I gotta ask you, man, coming into this one, what was going through your mind, and how nervous were you to take on Jesse Martinez with this battle underway?
I want to say I'm actually too 100% concerned, because as of this year, I've made a change to how I go about like school tests and things like that, where I've decided to try not be so, you know, nervous and excited, and just, I say, go with the flow. To pretend it's just another assignment. It's not attached. Just pretend that's not there. And it's helped me be a lot calmer in situations like this. So, Jesse is a great driver, one of the best in the league. That's why he's here, obviously. So, yeah. I'm not too nervous, though.
Not too nervous at all, but we'll see how well that plays out here for you and see if you can hold out with these guys. You've been doing a good job all season, man. Don't even think about it right now. Just keep fighting at it and just keep going all the way through. Homestead's not an easy track, but you're handling it really well, buddy. Good luck out there.
Thank you. I got one more question, though.
What's going on?
Could you PM me the broadcast link? I can't find it. I'm gonna send it to my parents. I can't find it.
Yeah, I'll get it to you. Give me 1 minute here, bud, okay?
Okay, I'm on my phone. But don't text and drive, kids.
Please don't, guys. All right, we'll get you that link real quick, and then we'll get you back here in a little bit. Good luck out there, bud.
Thank you. You too.
Aaron Double Trouble Tribble having a little word with us here as they get situated on by here now. Let's go ahead and have a little word here with Dylan, the closer, Herbatin. This man right here has always been kind of at the forefront when it comes to hard battles and races. Just a couple weeks ago, he had that huge race at Talladega, but you're on a different kind of level playing field here with Homestead, Dylan. What was the strategy going into this one?
I don't really have a strategy, to be honest. I'm just going to save tires the best I can and hope that, you know, it works out. And, you know, you probably saw me dropping a little bit throughout the field there, but I made my way back up before pit stops, and, you know, that's kind of the plan here. So, you know, just save tires the best we can and try to get back up to the front before we take pit stops, and try to stay with the guys up front. You know, they're being conservative too, but I think I'm being a little bit more conservative than they are, and, you know, it's been kind of working out for me. So I'm not nearly the fastest car, but I'm definitely trying to put myself up there with them.
Definitely, for sure there. Well, you're about to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here, so we'll let you get back down there. Have a little bit of fun there with old Double Trouble there. He's going to be running for a championship, and I know you'd love to be spoiler and win this one from him.
Oh, I definitely want to be spoiler. We'll go back-to-back wins.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, good luck out there, and we'll catch you at the end, all right?
All right, thanks.
Absolutely. Dylan, the closer, Herbat, and everybody having a little word here with us right now as we get back underway here, back on around. Here we go, coming down to the green here. We're back up into the position. Green flag flies. We're not halfway done with this one yet. We got a lot of racing to go, but that was not the start that I think anybody was expecting in the background there, right there. Brady Berger Weileman right out the start had nowhere to go. Mike Cambeo already off to a little bit of a hard start there in that 20 machine. They're backing on down, coming on through. Wendy Herbatin has joined us on in saying, hey buddy, you got this. It's great to have you on board here, Miss Wendy. We love hearing from you. We love hearing from everyone. If you guys can shout around here, we'll talk with you when we can. as we saw a little bit of a battle here with Wes Whiteman and Kyle Durbin's old Spygate kind of pushed on back a little bit. Wes Whiteman right now charging up to the front here, making a hard run and a half here. As they make it on through right now, we've got a new race leader, Connor the Flyby Chafari. He challenges them on in. He jumps up out of his position. He is hanging in there with the best of them, making this look like a solid race and way too easy out here for his own liking. But right now, he's doing a pretty good job hanging in there as Robert Dudley looking to take the 24 to Dudleyville and take this one home. Back him on through, down into turn 1, down in turn 2. They go here yet again. Look at Dudley. I mean, I think I got to call him one of the Dudley boys, because right now he is trying to send fools through tables and trying to send this one to the cleaner. You would have thought he was based out of New York, because he was literally getting through traffic on foot as fast as he was making a pass there of Connor the Flyby Chafari. What a pass there for the race lead. Chafari 20 positions up from where he started and making a pretty solid run and case here. With this momentum he's carrying through, but right now the rest of our field working on back on in as Dylan the Closer Herbaden kind of laying off on the tires as Kyle Spygate Durbin goes into the wall there. And the trouble's out, and bigger trouble right behind the back of the inside. Look out, look out, look out. Caution's out, and Kyle Spygate Durbin goes for a ride and a half. Oh my. Quite a few drivers bought that one. That was a bad hit and a half there, to say the least. Let's take a look at this one here. Let's see where everything went wrong there exactly. And then here's the wreck. Bam! See Willie Cuddy. The rest of our field gets tagged in there, and unfortunately not a lot of room and not a lot of space to get out of there, and that ended up sending more trouble than it was worth for some drivers, and some of them are now going to have to work their way from the back. Oh my, folks. Well, right now anyway, we're going to have to get this one back on in here and taken care of here. So the drivers going in pit road, we're going to leave them alone right now and leave them be. So get ready to go here back on in. We'll see our drivers get ready to go back underway here in a little bit. The rest of the field will take it on through and get to their situation, their spots here. And off of that pit road here, we'll take a look at the pit strategy here in a minute here as Aaron Double Trouble Tribble has made it pass around Connor the Flyby Chafari. And you know what that means. We gotta go and talk with the Baltimore Sports boy himself. Here he is now in the booth here, coming in on the call right now. This is Connor the Flyby Chafari. And Connor, right now, man, it's working pretty good for yourself and hanging in there with Aaron Double Trouble Tribble. Even though he's going for a season championship, I gotta believe there's a little bit of pride in there for you tonight to try to beat him out just one time here. Yeah, I'm not gonna race him as hard because he's going for a championship, but if I have a chance to win, I'll go for it. I've just asked him for some tips of how to save tires here, because I'm up front and I don't really have to pass anyone, so I'm trying to conserve my sets for the end of the race. Definitely for sure there, man. I mean, is there anything you want to say real quick to the family and friends out there before we bring you back down into Bolton Motorsports? I want to thank my parents for actually buying iRacing for me and getting me into it, and hope I can bring this one home. Definitely for sure there. You put on a great show every time you came out here, bud. I think you've made your parents pretty proud for this purchase and everything you've done. This has definitely been some good stuff. Good luck out there, my friend. Yep, thank you. Connor the Flyby Chafari, taking a little bit of time to talk with us here as we get situated back on in. Let's go ahead and take it down with our other driver here tonight that has a chance to possibly get a season championship in. That'd be our boy Jesse, the Justin Martinez and the number 5 machine. Jesse, right now you gotta get 16 spots ahead of Aaron Double Trouble Tribble to take this one home in the race win, for what we're being told from the producers. And you right now are not in the most precarious of spots, but there's one thing we see with you, and especially when it came to Pocono, other tracks like that for these long runs, you seem to just have an itch to just really make passes when you need to make a hard charge to the front.
Yeah, I'm really trying. It's going to be difficult. I just all my goal is to win. I don't know. I think Aaron's just going to be too good here to finish way back in the pack. But we're going to give it our all, and we're going to try and get the win.
Definitely for sure. There's a lot of work at stake and a lot of stuff going on, but you're definitely holding out pretty good there. So wishing nothing but the best of luck, and we'll see how this one plays out. And I can't drag into that other thing you were telling me about. So.
All right, 10-4. Thank you.
Yep, Jesse the Jester Martinez, everybody. Having a little time here with us as he gets back into his spot and gets into the rhythm section. Looks like we're about ready to start gridding here in just a minute. But I think we might have one more minute to talk with Wes Weidman. Wes, right now, do you have a minute to talk, sir?
Yeah.
All right, well, why not? Let's have a little chit-chat with you, buddy. We have him on call, as you see on the screen right now. Wes Weidman in the 85. Wes, right now, you're coming down out of turn 2. You're up in a pretty good spot here, but is there anything really that you kind of favor on this track that maybe other drivers don't have in this case?
Oh, I love this track. It's kind of technically my hometown track. It's got multiple grooves, and as long as you save the tires, and you can run that high line, run the bottom, run wherever you want.
Definitely for sure there. Well, as you come out of turn 3 and 4, we're going to let you get back to focusing on the track here, but wish you nothing but the best of luck here, bud. It's been a good season and a pleasure to have you on board.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Wes Weidman, the 85, ready to go back on around here and get things taken care of as Aaron Double Trouble Tribble in that 24 machine will show everyone the way. And no, he's not a Ugandan Knuckles. It's time to get back to the action here. Here we go. Double Trouble leads it. Threw him on through down that front straightaway here right now as they battle him back in here down out of turn 1. Down goes to turn 2. The Ferrari Connor Ferrari hiding in the back. Aaron Double Trouble Tribble challenging him up here, trying to make some positions as they move it through. They back him on down that back straightaway here. They charge their way in. Mike Cambeo in the 20 machine looking for a run here. Maybe looking to try to make up some earlier issues in the Napa Auto Parts number 20 Chevrolet. Back him on through now. Here comes the Burger. Brady Burger Weileman in the Bodega. 51 machine down to the front straightaway. Looking for a run here on Kona, the Ferrari Chafari. They back him on down around out of turn 1. In trouble there for Willie Cuddy. Something has gone wrong for Cuddy. I'm not sure what happened there. We don't have a replay for that one right now. Not with the action being as hot as it is. We got to stay focused on this one. Brady Burger Weileman looking to challenge up Aaron Double Trouble Tribble and give him a run for his money. Wendy Hervaden saying Laura and Chad Hervaden are rooting on for Dylan. They're pulling for him tonight. Oh, and Dylan Hervaden right there. Coming down out of turn 4 once again. The slick exit caught Dylan yet again as Jesse the Jester Martinez and Robert Big Boy Dudley in the 49 Toyota Tundra, man. He's fighting up there. Wrestling fans will get that reference if you know what I mean. Back on through here now. The Iceman Kirker in the 39 having to go to work here with Jesse the Jester. The Jester is looking to the inside of some positions. He's looking to get up there to Aaron Double Trouble Tribble. The rest of the field just kind of letting him battle it in here. They want to see those two go at it more than anything. And they want them all to fight their way to the top zone and have a little bit of a run here. Coming down and about out of turn 1, down turn 2. Wes Weidman fighting hard for position, fighting hard for a run. Both drivers giving it their all here, staying into his rounds of the position. As Brady Burger Weileman still at it here with Conan, the Ferrari Chafari, the 25 machine, man. He's giving it a hard run and a hard sail, but neither one can seem to get the advantage or the opposing off of that. Can the Ferrari get himself some momentum to carry through and give himself a little chance at possibly passing them on by here and getting some runs here? Hard to say right now, but as they come on by down out of turn 2, you can see the Ferrari definitely has a little bit more momentum coming down out of those corners. Timmy the Dirty Deed Reed in the number 1 right now, fighting his way in as well. He's currently in the 13th spot, down 1 where he started. Mike Mbea, Wes Weidman, Karan Chari, Safari. They're all high hope drivers. High battle is in right now. They're all in high positions. They're competing in here, trying to take it on one another. Mason Navy, Jason Thompson, and the Ally 81, I should say, going way up in the high zone. Trying to run the cushion, Jimmy. Remember, it wasn't too long ago, I believe Jimmy Johnson had won actually here at Homestead, Miami to claim his 7th season championship. And that record has still yet to been really broken by anybody really since those other guys, since guys like Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Richie Petty and all them hold the line, hold that position there in distinction with one another. That's Chris Arauto in the 88 going to work here with the 11 of Dominic Mullern. And then one of Timmy the Dirty Deed Reed battle back out of turn 1 down into turn 2 they go. Dominic trying to give it all he got here on the outside line, trying to challenge in with the 88 of Chris Arauto. Back him on down that back straight over here. Everybody's jockeying for position. Everybody's looking for a run. They're looking for a position here as they keep it through. Keelan Belsha right now currently in the top 10 as well in the 18 machine. Irvine just trying to stay out of trouble and stay on the momentum and on the line here. And try to give himself some breathing room, if you will, as they back him on through here, coming down those corners. Now come on down out of turn 2. They're coming right into your living room now. Bringing on back around through. It looks like a 3-wide with this year there between Timmy the Dirty Deed and the 81 of Mason Navy Chasing Thompson and Dylan Urban. It looks like it's going to be just that coming out of turn 3. 3 wide salute out of turn 4 they go. And the Dirty D gets a little loose off that corner. He lost ground in time there. He's lost a lot of momentum. Saves it there, unlike earlier when you saw with unfortunately Don Andrews in that 117 machine. Complete opposite here for him in this case. Stays in the clear, stays out of trouble. Wes Weidman in the 85 right now, looking to challenge up the 39 of 80 in the Iceman Cometh Kirker. Right now I gotta believe Aiden Kirker is just kind of laying low right now, staying on position, staying on his roll here. Just trying to maintain ground and maintain position here with this one as they battle him back on through. Back him on down, back him on through. Everybody challenging up in their position. Everyone winning their line, as you can see. Some a little bit harder more than others on the charging. Here is Brady Berger Weileman. Goes to the outside wide now, gets out of zone, out of trouble. And that'll move Wes Weidman now into the 5th spot. Was 6th, now it's 5th. Brady Berger and them going at it as now Jesse the Justin Martinez looking to make a run. He backs it in down out of turn 2, makes a nice pass around. Wes Weidman makes a good run coming down those corners. We're about halfway into this one right now, and it's been a solid race from the front to the back from every side of the picture. Jesse the Jester looking to take over for Ferrari, that's Connor Chafari. Throw him on down that front straightaway here. Jesse the Jester Martinez still hanging in there, still giving it a good run and a half here. As they battle him on back and forth, Aaron Double Trouble Shrivel just needs to stay ahead of Jesse and just stay ahead of the curve here when it comes to being in position. If he stays 16 positions ahead, he's all but locked this title up. Well, that's not saying much, because when it all comes down to it, Robert Dudley, big boy Dudley right now, man, he is giving it a run and a half here. The Mercury 49 currently leading it on in a good position and a good time. Back him on through here. They will hold him on down their line here as we now have the graphics showing on screen of Robert Dudley. Dudley doing a hard run in a hard position here all the way through, giving it quite the show. He's almost 3 seconds ahead there of Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, which is really helping him play into his key factor here tonight and his success. And look at this now, Dylan the Closer, Herbatin back at it, who are Timmy the Dirty Deed Reed. The CTR number 1 of Dirty Deed going down low. Delivers a low blow to the 21 of Dylan the Closer, Herbatin. Herbatin right now trying to run that outside line, trying to get some momentum there to help into his favor here as the 23 of Willie Cuddy staying in it as they come on by down out of turn 4 once again. Willie Cuddy looking strong as can be, looking pretty smart out there, running a pretty good line right now. But he's currently a lap or 2 back in the position right now. He's faltered pretty hard here. Here is your top 5 right now as we speak here. Robert Dudley, Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, the 39 of 80 in the Iceman Kirker, the 5 of Jesse the Justa Martinez, and the 5 of Weidman right now. Wes Weidman, that is. Currently are your top 5 right now and looking pretty good here. as we focus back on in the 18 of Keelan Belsha. Back out of here with Chris Arado and that Chris 88 machine. If you're wondering at home, why does it keep saying Chris all over the place? Well, the reason why is because actually they're running another league that's all Chris's in their names. Whoa! Maybe about not just trying to probably talk about that one. Willie Cuddy crashes on down that back straightaway here. Big problems for him. The motor gone and crashed up there. We'll go to the replay and take a look and see what happened there. No caution was called though. See if we can figure out what happened here. Alright, look at this. Just over a little bit on that. Hard to really say in this case, but definitely not what he wanted to do in this case either. Let's get the scoreboard back up right now. Let's get our driver's line back up in a position. You got a good look at Eddie Spreel in the 27, currently quite a few laps down at the moment. He'll have some work to do here and some time to make up for later as we work him back in. Now Connor, the Ferrari, Chafari going back at it with Tommy, the Dirty Deed Reed, and the number 1 machine. Every driver for themselves, everybody looking for their own way here. On through right now. Robert Dudley in that 49 Mercury Toyota Camry still ahead there. Aaron Double Trouble Shrivel as Aiden the Iceman Kirker goes to work here on him. They take him on through here, take him on by yet again as they challenge him in. Through and through, down out of turn 1 into 2 they go here. They will hard run them by down side by side. Aaron Double Trouble Shrivel in the EWM machine gunning out of here with Aiden the Iceman. Cometh Kirker in that jolly old 39 machine. For those that say he is cold as ice, they have never seen this car apparently tonight because he is he's looking pretty nice, all right. All bad jokes aside, all bad rhymes aside right now. Aiden Kirker doing a pretty good job here, staying in the hunt, staying in position as JC and Justin Martinez move back up to his 4th spot. The spot he started in to begin with here. Working it through and giving it a nice run and a half here. Down the back straightaway they falter in here, looking for their runs, looking for their momentum here. As they carry him on through, Aiden the Iceman Kirker still trying desperately to get up in a position here with these guys. Right now, everybody 16 on up is still, or excuse me, 17 on up is still on the lead lap, so that would include Kyle Camper in the 91, 28 of Brian Edmonds, Mike Cambeo in that 20. Well, now Cambeo kind of faltering back. The big dog Darrell Arnold still in his own hunt, still in his own position here as we work him through. A lot of battles going on, a lot of stuff going down here, but not a lot of runs being delivered here when it comes to the big moments and the big spots. And again, it is early, folks, and we're not even halfway into this one yet. It's been a long, hard road and a hard-fought season these guys have been dealing with all season long. And Dylan, the closer Hervan right now, knows all about that. Remember, he was back at Talladega Motor Speedway, where he finally got that curse off his back. He got the monkey off his back he was looking for. And he's just looking to hopefully get himself into position here for another run and a half as Chris Arado makes the pass on by there for 10th now. The closer are starting to lose it a little bit here. Coming on down around the other corner yet again. Dylan, the closer, Hervat. Still fighting his way on in. Still having a hard charge here, giving it all he's got. They back him on down around out of turn 3 yet again. Down in turn 4, trying to make his move on Chris Arado there. Nobody giving an inch, nobody giving any chances up to this one. They all have to do the same thing, which is fight for their right, fight for their life, as Justin Martinez and Aaron Double Trouble Triple going at it back and forth one another. Yet again, the championship contenders are in a heated battle. They will sneak him on through down out of the turn 4 zone here. Aaron Double Trouble Triple looking for a run, and Justin Martinez looking to just get around him. Obviously, right now, Treble doesn't really need to worry too much about losing the championship position. He just needs to stay ahead of getting possibly taken through some of these guys and taken by here. It's so easy to get loose on these exits out because of hard running, hard racing, and that's what Justin Martinez right now is trying to do. He's trying to lure him in, try to sneak his way into a hard run and a half and make him think that he's in safe condition, good condition, when in reality, one little wrong move, one little wrong spot, that's going to cost him everything here. Justin Martinez looks like he's gone in pit road here. He's going to try and get that car taken care of here for a little bit of a later run here as they back him on through. Everybody jockeying for their own position. Keelan Belcher right now, one of those drivers that are just kind of laying low and doing their thing. So with Dominic Moore. A lot of drivers are going to be heading into pit road. They're going to try to get situated by here and try to get things snickered on in a little bit better here for a later half. There's a lot going down, a lot at stake here, and Dylan Nicole Hervat looks like got a little looser off that corner, but stands to stay clear of it. So the drivers right now, as they're about ready to reach the halfway point, are eyeing that fuel running strategy here. Hey, the Iceman Kirker is definitely one of them, but one guy right now I am very curious to know if they're going in was Robert Dudley, and he is indeed going in pit road here. I mentioned before, and I'll say it again, we have a little tool that's going to show us like how the pit strategy is going to work in for these drivers. And we'll see that in just a minute, but first we got to figure out who's going to be where and who's going to be what right now. As Eddie Spreel in the 27 makes his pass on around there. Dominic Muller coming out at the front of the pit road there. He gets into the wall there. Crashes on in. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe he just got a tire burnt down too much or whatnot, but he just lost all his momentum and time there as we got a new leader in Brian Edmonds in that Hardy's 28 machine. You could say he's a bit of a Hardy bunch here tonight, right? Huh? Yeah? Alright, I tried. Well, he's gonna pet it down in turn 4. I think he had enough of my bad jokes. He's like, oh, for crying out loud. I gotta go tell him I don't want to hear no more bad jokes about Hardy's. My apologies, but anyway, back on down out of turn 2, the pit road exit. You see Robert Big Boy Dudley in the 49 Mercury Toyota Camry. Gonna try and stay ahead of the curve, trying to stay ahead of position here as Justin Martinez sneaks it through and gets his momentum carried on by here. Right now, Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, judging by positions wise and where he's at, he's actually a little bit in trouble here. I think he's still in pit road. Looks like he might have had to serve a penalty, and that might have just been what Justin Martinez needs here. Coming down to the wire right now, he's now in the race lead. But remember, there's one thing we need to know with Aaron Double Trouble Tribble is you can't count him out. Even though right now, if we finish it out, Tribble actually would lose the championship by about 2 points. That's not to say this race is over yet. We're not even halfway done yet. And that can really play into the key factor of who's going to be wearing what. Wendy Herbat saying, I love the way you guys are doing the leaderboard now. It's so different and easier to follow. Wendy, appreciate the kind words, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I can tell you right now, it was not fun to figure out when we had to get this figured in. We had to do a lot of testing and tools and working with this stuff in. So, and even these boxes and stuff we're doing as well. It's a different overlay scheme. It's different ideas, and trust me, I said we still make mistakes here and there. But and again, nobody's perfect. So, but we're glad you enjoy it, and we hope you enjoy the show here even more with all that right now as we follow in down out of turn 2 here. Wes Weidman going at it here with Connor the Ferrari Chavare in the back right now, looking it on in, trying to get himself a run here. Wes opens the door up to the inside. The Ferrari once again puts a footfall, you could say. He puts a pedal to the metal around here. trying to get that lot number 25 machine up into the Raptors, up into position here as they challenge them on in. Robert Dudley in the 29 right now. Looks like there was problems for him there. Looks like he had to go and had to get some serious work done on that car, and he had to serve a penalty, and that now has put him 1 lap back of the field here, and that's going to cost him big time of ground. And for those at home wondering right now, Aaron Double Trouble Stribble is in 16th position right now. So he is kind of on the bubble, if you will. 1 more spot down, and that man right there, Jesse DeGusta Martinez, will take home that race victory from him and the season championship if all is said and done. But don't count out Aaron Double Trouble Stribble. He'll get him back in one way or another. Our field works it on in. Our field staying in the momentum and staying in the core here right now. As they bounce back around down out of turn 2 here. Colorado back out of here with Keelan Belsha. Keelan Belsha right now, 18 Toyota Camry, giving it a little work with the Chevrolet Camaro of old Otto himself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at long last reaching up on the halfway point here. The halfway point has now been committed. And folks, I'll tell you one thing right now, there's not a lot of ground and time here. If you're a lap down right now, I've got to be thinking you're just hoping for a caution to help you out a little bit. Aiden the old ice spin Kirker right now. Got Robert Dudley in his side. Big boy Dudley right now staying ahead of him, staying in a position. As field works in here, everyone's still in a pretty hard battle here. Keelan Belsha and Chris Arado, though, are your 2 mainstays when it comes to the side-by-side run here. Coming on their corners and on their runs. Back on down that back straightaway here as they challenge them on in. Every driver for themselves. Everybody's looking for a run, looking for a lead here. They'll pull them on down out of turn 4 here. Still hanging on by, giving it a great run and a half here. Both drivers giving it quite the show, quite the battle as they work them through. Can Keelan Belsha find a way to get himself ahead there? Chris Arado, there'll be a battle for 8th at the moment. These two definitely going at it with one another. These two definitely giving it a good run and a half here. As they swing it on by down out of turn 3, back on in. Chris Arado holding a pretty solid, stable line here. A pretty solid, stable connection to the track as he hunts down Mason, maybe Jason Thompson, who currently right now is in 7th at the moment. As they work him on through here, Mason, maybe Jason Thompson. Definitely got some company right behind him there. Working their way on in, looking to catch up to him here and trying to stay in this one. Chris Arado right now doing a pretty good job hanging in there and doing his thing here as they work him on through, coming down. Mason Thompson gets into the top side there, gets on the wall a little bit as Otto looks to close in on those corners and on those turns right now. Doing a pretty good job at the moment, but hanging in there. As we take him on back yet again here with Keelan Belsha in the 18 machine. Bring him on down that front straightaway here, challenge him on in, giving it a good run and a half here. Staying in position, staying on the run here. Neither driver giving an inch, neither one giving any chances up as they back him on through yet again. Mason Debbie Jason Thompson. He knows that the full throttle assault coming from his way, and it just still happens to be from another guy that's not named me. That's Chris Arado in the 88. Backing it on through, down and about out of turn 4. Hard charge, hard run coming their way. And folks, I'm going to get you to know something right now. Aaron Double Trouble Stribble, he's currently 18th right now, and Jesse DeGusta Martinez is still in the race lead. This is starting to get a little eerie. This is starting to get a little crazy here, folks. The positions are starting to matter. They're really going to be a big trouble here for later on as Double Trouble still at it here with Dudley and Beckering. But right now in front of you is this battle that has been carried on here for 7th between Mason Davis, Jason Thompson, Chris Arado and Keelan Belsha. Neither driver giving an inch here, neither one wanting to give a chance up. This one, they back him on through yet again. Still on the hunt is Mason Nebby. Tyson Thompson now trying to get around Otto one more time here. Trying to hang in with him. Chris Otto not giving him any chances up though. Swinging on the inside though. Here comes Mason. Thompson to the inside. Battles it in hard. Fights it in for all he's got. Looking for the run. They hang in there. Coming down that front straightaway here. Side by side. They take it on down. Work them on in. Work it in, boys. Work it in. Keep it steady. Keep it going. That's right. That's right there, baby. The 18 of Kalen Belsha right now hanging in there as well. He's not out of the woods yet. He's still battling for that spot as well. Aaron Double Trouble right now. We have him on the screen here. Currently in 16th. So he is just shy of the bubble, as I mentioned before here. With the rest of the field, like Ryan Beckering in 31, the Code Red Mountain Dew machine. Had to go to work a little bit earlier with the former leader, Robert Dudley, in the Mercury 49 machine. They're all hunting and fighting for the same thing, and that's to get back up into position as Kyle Camper gets passed on by there in the 5 of Jesse the Justa Martinez. Right now, Jesse is in a little bit of a pickle here because he's not ahead enough. He's on the race lead, and Aiden the Iceman Kirker is kind of playing spoiler with him right now. I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of a run that was done too much on Jesse the Jester, but it's not helping him very much right now. Tammy Reed is joining us on in saying, go Keelan. Tammy, it's great to have you on board here tonight. And I hope you guys that are watching at home have liked and followed stuff here on Facebook to catch all the action and everything here. When we go live, we'll be live here tomorrow night. Of course, we got some more racing coming your way, and we've got some special charity events I will be calling for as well. And Doug the Dad Burns, of course, will also be calling up the rest of the Green Mountain Grills over on YouTube. So if you haven't already subscribed there to catch the action there, you should be doing that right about now. Look at this now. You want to talk about action here? Let's talk about this one. You got a Ferrari in Trafari, and you got a Dirty Deed in Mr. Reed, and they just so happen to be battling for that 5th spot right now between these two. Down at the Ferrari Trafari, your 5th spot right now, leading it in with Timmy the Dirty Deed Reed fighting him out, trying to catch up to him in position. Lurking it all way right down on the back here on that front stretch here. They come on down. Each driver running their own line, each one giving it their own tempo and pace here. Staying in the run and staying in position here. Speaking of positions right now, how about this? Battle for 10th here between Dylan Herbaden and Mike Cambeo. Cambeo right now doing all he can to stay in this run and stay in position here as they challenge him on in, challenge him through in the 4th down the back straightaway. Dylan the closer, Herbaden in that Ford Mustang Barstool Sports Machine, running the same scheme he won when he went and won at Talladega. Now he's looking to go back to back tonight. What a call that was. What a race that was indeed, my friends. It was heartwarming to say the least for that youngster. It was heartwarming to say the least for all these drivers to come out here and have a good showing, a good battle here all the way through. And, you know, I'll say it before and I'll say it again, you know, there is never a dull moment here on PTM Racing TV, and for good reason. But I'll tell you one thing right now, the one thing that I have just been absolutely impressed by, and I've gotten the privilege to work with these guys enough, is just how much, you know, the admins, the veterans, you know, the guys that are in the older days and their older age right now are able to help out these youngsters, help them get things figured out. Some of these guys are under 16 years of age, or right around 16 years old, and they're driving like they own the tracks, they own the race series. They're just absolute incredible folks to deal with, and incredible drivers, way above their maturity level and way above where they come from. And I guarantee you a lot of that comes from the fact you got guys like Big Dog Darrell Arnold helping train the next generation, get these guys figured in and get them ready to go for their races on by. That howdy ho, number 6 of Darnold right now, giving a good run here. Going to quite the spot here. Challenge them on in here real quick here as they stay on the position here. Right back on around Daryl Arnold. Big dog, if you will. The gun on by out turn 4 here, hanging on for what its positions are and what it's worth here. Staying in a pretty consistent spot in the lineup here as they work them by. Brady the Burger Weileman right now. And the 51 has taken over for second place as Jesse the Justa Martinez has fallen further back now. His time may be over with. He might not have a chance here to get that one back away from Aaron Double Trouble Stribble, because now he is right behind him in position and right behind him by about 20 seconds or so on the clock right now. So if he's not careful, he can get passed up by pretty quickly here. Mike Gambeo in that Napa Auto Parts, number 20 Chevrolet. Hanging in there with Brian Edmonds right behind him as well. Challenging on through here, giving it a good run and a half here. Let's go on board here with Edmonds. See how much more that car is having to turn in, how much more it's having to work in there when it comes to the run and a half, when it comes to taking care of that position in line there. There's a lot that goes into what they do and a lot that goes into the spots they have to run in these times. And that's really what's been kind of the big presentation for these guys and gals, is just really figuring how to work everything into the end and how to work all of it to the score. As Timmy the Dirty D Reed right now, that number 1. Starting to falter back even further in the field right now, but he's currently in the 5th spot, dealing with Connor the Ferrari Chafari for 4th right now still. Jesse the Justa Martinez, after getting out of pit road, has now taken back up into position here, working it by as Connor goes in pit road here. This might be the last stop for them in this case. That team definitely going to try to hang in there and try to fight their way to the end here. I'm very surprised right now with Aiden Kirker and Brady Burger Weileman that they haven't gone in pit road yet. Kyle Camper's coming out of pit road at the moment, getting things taken care of on in. Willie Cuddy right now, after all the troubles he's had right now, unfortunately he has called it a night, I think. Throw him on through here. Everyone's still in a run, still in a position, still trying desperately to get themselves up into contention, trying to get themselves possibly a race winning for the last time here on PTM Racing TV, 20 that is. Brady Burger Weileman right now has Jesse the Justa Martinez eyeing him. It won't be for the 2nd spot right now. No, that'll come later on. When you see these guys go out of here. Ryan Edmonds right now still eyeing Mike Gambeo in that 20 right now. He's currently the hard charger of the race by about quite a few spots, actually, the next hard charger. As they backs him on in yet again, here still hanging in there. Everybody running their lines in, running their spots in as good as they can, doing what they've got. We've got about 60 laps left to go here, 6-1 in total at the moment. It'll be 6 laps once this lap is completed. And it's just interesting to me to see how well these drivers are holding out, how they're all hanging in there for what's worth. Gambeo now going in pit road here. Brian Edmonds and Timmy the Dirty Deed Reed are going to stay out here though. I believe Timmy the Dirty Deed Reed has gone in pit road here. Let's take a look from our little pit stop strategy here. As you see right here, Edmonds right now currently the race leader. Hasn't been in pit road for a while though. Kirker went in once or twice and kind of got some fresher tires on that. It was an interesting strategy there on his end. And then Thompson also kind of leewaying his in as Brian Edmonds now finally going back in pit road here. That is your top 8 at the moment right now and how they look in position for that pit stop strategy wise. And right now back on the hunt. Here comes Jesse the Justa Martinez. Back on the run and back on the attack. And folks, Double Trouble is still not in a spot he wants to be in. He's in 18th right now. If there was ever a time for Jesse to stay in this run and stay in that momentum group, he's got to do it tonight. We're on board here with him real quick. want you to take a quick listen to how hard he's going to run that car in on those straights and how hard he'll run it in on that turn. And here as well, right there, you can see that those tires are kind of screeching a little bit as they go by. One thing you got to be careful about when you're running these times anytime out there is that if you burn those tires in too much, it's because you heard the screeching tube going on too much. And that's really where it can affect you and mess you up completely when you least expect it. As right now, Mason Davey, Chase Thompson got a pretty sizable run here coming down out of the outside line. Chris Arado kind of putting him up a little bit. And Kyle Camper losing a little bit of momentum there coming off that turn. He manages to hold it back and save it, but that could have been disastrous for that 91 machine. He managed to stay clear of it though and working it on in. And now, right now, he's doing a pretty good job staying in this one, staying to the fight. But with just over 50 laps remaining here, folks, this has been a solid foundation of a race and a solid foundation of a battle here, but there hasn't been really any huge shocking moments or huge big moments that we are usually seeing with Flyby. It's been kind of steady Eddie, if you will. They've been kind of laying low on this one, which is honestly what they need to be doing for these last few laps here. They need to just kind of stay working it in, stay clear of it. Remember what I said earlier about the youngsters. They're not trying to ruin anybody's race, and they're not trying to make a monkey out of themselves. They're trying to show their loved ones, their family, their friends, their parents that they know how to be mature and how to run their tail ends off if it means showcasing what they are truly capable of and how they are doing it out here. And there's a reason why this league, in my opinion, is the way to go on so many levels. Connor Ferrari Tafari, we're back on board here with him, and right now he's got Eddie Spiel right to his inside, back him on in. Ferrari had to clear that wheel. You see that wheel shake right there coming out of exit. Remember what I said earlier about how loose it is off that exit? As wait a minute, we got a caution. Oh my. Caution is out, and we're going to go back and find out what happened here with the PTM Instant Replay. Here is the replay. Let's show you what happened here. Eddie Spreel comes out of turn 2, gets into the wall, and right there, costing him precious time and ground. And I'll tell you something right now, folks. If I'm Aaron Double Trouble, I am the happiest guy on the planet right now, because now I don't have to worry about trying to fight my way up to the top spot again to challenge these guys. Now he has a chance to truly make way and make do here with that car. But I guarantee you, he was sweating a little bit in there. There's no way he can tell me he wasn't. So let's go ahead and have a little word here from some drivers here and see how they're handling everything right now. Alright guys, we now have brought him in here to the show in the chat. This is Aiden the Iceman Kirker. And Aiden, right now, man, you've been steady Eddie all day and really steady Eddie the whole season. I don't really know anything else to say here, but I mean, how you been feeling out here tonight?
Just trying to make the best of this last race. It's been pretty good so far, I'd say. We've had a lot of green flag racing, which is always nice to see as a driver. We definitely got some different strategies thrown in here, so that's going to be fun for all the people at home to pay attention to. I know Jesse just pit there. I think Connor pit with him too, so they're going to be on a different strategy than us. You know, just hoping for a good finish of the season. A lot of people have put a lot of hard work into this whole season, and it's been a fun one, and I hope it stays this way till the end. But yeah, I just hope that this race goes smooth for the final, roughly like 55 laps, however we have left.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there, but definitely at this point, man, it's been a long season for you guys, a lot of racing and a lot of hard times and good shifts and bad times, obviously. But you know, in a way, I could say that everything you guys have done here and helped out with the league, it definitely has helped the youngsters out and matured them up way more than they should be, and that definitely is a good showcase of what you guys are able to do. So we'll let you get back down there and figure this one out for the pit strategy, bud. But fight them off to the end and see how this one plays out.
All right, thanks, man.
Absolutely. Aiden the Iceman Kirker in the Black Cloud Racing number 39 machine. As he gets it worked on in, taken care of here, let's go ahead and have a little word here with the old burger himself, Brady Weileman. Brady, we haven't talked to you in a while here, my friend. How you been holding up out there?
I've been holding on pretty good actually. Saving tires more than I normally do, and it's handling them well. My car's feeling pretty good out here.
Definitely for sure there. I mean, I gotta ask you, I was kind of talking about it earlier, but you know, with those exits, we see some drivers getting loosened off those spots here. Is there a little groove or a little bump there that's kind of sending them for a ride, or what's going on down there on those exits on 2 and 4?
I think it's just fresh tires that everyone's just gonna lose because the tires are so cold. Once the tires start to heat up, it's a lot. You can grip the corners more. So I think it's just because they're not used to the cold tires and they keep getting loose off the floor too.
Definitely for sure there. Well, we do appreciate taking the time to talk with us here one last time before 2020 comes to an end. We can't wait to get back with you guys and broadcast you more in the future, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Brady Berger Weileman and the number 51 machine as they get them on by here, getting situated through. See if maybe we can talk with one more driver. I don't know if we're going to get that opportunity. See maybe if there's one more we can get. I don't think we're going to get the opportunity, guys. It looks like we're going to try to go for Keelan here, but we don't want to run the risk of these guys having too much to worry about on these restarts. They already got enough going on down there. We want them to stay focused and have a fair shake and a fair race. That's how we always play here on PTM Racing TV. We don't like ruining anyone's race. We love to contact and talk to them when we can, but it's honestly a lot easier just only talking during cautions. The focus, the strategy, the manipulation, and all that is there. These drivers have been fighting and gunning it all season long, doing a great job, battling as hard as they have. And now coming to the wire, coming to the end. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to be a big finish and a half for Justin Martinez and Aaron Double Trouble Tribble here. We'll see how that strategy plays out from what we talked about earlier. As they come on by down on the corner here, we'll get the lights back on in here. Take them on through, coming down out of turn 4 here. Waiting for the green flag to come out here, waiting for those lights to pop up. There's the lights, there's the green. Here we go. Let's get back underway. Charging up right to the front immediately. Keelan Belsha. Hard charge here from him. A full throttle soul maybe in the works here for him as they come on down that back stretch. Whoa! Trouble in the back! Trouble in the back! Whoa! Caution out. Is caution back coming up for that one. That was a huge lick there for Dale Arnold. The 6 machine gets in serious carnage there and big trouble, unfortunately. They haven't called for the caution yet, and it looks like they don't know if they're going to at this point with all that's at stake. But let's take a look at the replay and find out what happened here. Looked like Robert Dudley, unfortunately, kind of tagged in there, coming on that corner there. And there was nowhere to go on that end there. Let's take another look at it from another angle. Yeah, Dudley just kind of tagged him in, got a little hard on the throttle, and pushed him on by there, and that was definitely not what they wanted to do there, and there was nowhere to go once those cars were spinning. Unfortunately, though, for Dale Arnold, that's not what he wanted to have happen. A lot of damage up on that machine here, a lot of carnage to say the least here. Definitely not the case for him that he wanted to see. And that's going to put him back even further in the field. That was a hard lick for him. Brady Berger Weileman right now in that 51 Bodega has just been flying high and flying by with this one here. He's been given a good showcase here for this battle. Challenging him on in, challenging him on through. Aiden the Iceman Kirker still living up to his field strategy, his pit road strategy right now. As I'm getting a look at a word right now with how position it is for Aaron Double Trouble Tribble and Justin Martinez right now. Tribble is not out of the hunt yet. As the Sony Society, whoa! Dylan Hervet coming down on that corner there. He got extremely loose on that corner. Ends up sending into a 3-wide slip there coming down turn 1. Wow, he got so loose there off turn 4, and somehow he saved it there and kept it in clear territory. I don't know how that kid does it sometimes. I can only do it in dirt track racing. Every time I tried doing that on asphalt, I always get laughed at. right down and about here. Coming on by here, Brian Edmonds breaking on by. Through it on through here, they come on down that back straightaway. Through it on through, Dylan Herbatin still fighting in, now going back down low at Brian Edmonds. Wait, hold on, producers, get that off the screen. What did I tell you about putting that up? Come on. I told you not to be messing with that stuff. We don't mess with that kind of things, thank you very much. Well, I guess as soon as they stop having their fun with this, I don't know why they keep messing around like that, but hey, I don't know, what do I know. Brian Edmonds is currently a lap down, a couple laps down, unfortunately, and Herbatin kind of just trying to make pace and try to stay in this one. All drivers still jockeying for position, everyone's still in a pretty heated battle with one another. As you got Wes Weidman now having to go battle here with top 5 here with Rossar Auto and Mason Navy chasing Thompson. They back him on around now, challenging him through here. Rossar Auto and that 88. A sizable job, a sizable distance here. As they hang into this one, they're still on the run and on the momentum key. Mason Navy chasing Thompson battling as well for that 5th spot. Now, where have I seen and heard that before, folks? Coming down out of turn 4 here. Thompson's changing for a completely different line here to what you've seen with the other drivers here. Some are mainly going for the bottom line, some are going for the high line, the end zone. And yet they seem to still be working them in extremely well here for what it's worth there. Wes Weidman in the 85 right now, giving it all he's got, fighting it in, trying to hang in there with these guys. Not going to give an inch to anybody, and not just anyone either. He's doing a great job hanging in there and fighting it through to the battle. As they come on down that front straightaway here, this is your battle for 6. Weidman right now is tied for the hard charger. Car, the Ferrari Chafari is currently that hard charger. But he's having to go at it there with a lap down here, double trouble triple. Who currently now is up into that 12th spot. Staying ahead of the curve and staying ahead of position. He's starting to fight his way back up. He knows he can't get into too much trouble. You gotta stay a little bit in the zone and stay in the spotlight here. As they back him on around down that front straightaway here, Mike Cambeo in the 20 Napa Auto Parts machine, working it through here with Connor the Ferrari Tafari, down 25 now, backing on by. We had Justin Henson earlier here, and joined us on in. Of course, we have Wendy Herbatin still, and Tammy Reed in here with us. Wendy Herbatin saying, way to say that. Yeah, that was for sure. That's some good stuff there from Herbatin, man. He's a good kid. You agree he's a good boy there, Mama Herbatin. Back him on through. Brady Berger Weileman having to go out of here. Rossar Auto in the 88 now, challenging it up, looking for some runs. Came down out of turn 2 there, made a nice pass on by, made a good jump around. Ladies and gentlemen, we're running low on laps here. We're down to the last almost 30 laps or so left in this race. About 38 laps left to go. Jesse the Justo Martinez now looking for a fight, looking for a battle. Here it goes. Battle for the lead right now as they come on by. Jesse the Justo Martinez looking for one last hurrah, looking for one last chance at this one. Aiden Eichmann-Kirker. He's not one to give up that easily here, not in that Black Crowd Racing. Holly Jolly, number 39. Jesse Martinez right now going at it here, one another. Everybody's still in position, all jockeying for their runs, looking for it on in. Rossar Auto in the 88, still giving it a good jump into position here as they take him on by. Wes Weidman in the 81, fighting it on through there with Mason Navy, Tyson Thompson. Weidman looking to the inside here, down out of turn 3, back down into turn 4 here. Trying to run that big old black and red and 83 machine, 85 I should say. Into some pretty good positions here, some pretty good spots here. He's ran a great race all season long. But you know, I guess wonder how much has he got left in the tank here. As you see the damage there on Robert Dudley, he decided not to pit it in there and put it in pit road. Cambello up 10 spots from where he started right now, but now kind of faltering back a little bit in position. Trying to change it up and trying to get back up to that run zone, but it's not quite going the way he wants to. And it's Aiden the Iceman Kirker following back with Justin DeJester. I gotta believe Aiden right now is saving up those tires, waiting for that long run, that last big position move that he needs to take this one home with him. Now back him on around here, staying in position, staying in the run. Brian Edmonds now going to work here with Ghana, the Ferrari Chabari. The Hardy's 28 versus the lot 25 there of Chafari. They take it side by side down out of turn 4 here. All drivers giving it a run, all drivers giving it a chance here. You see who's going to be the better of the two. Edmonds makes his way around and takes over that spot here. That will give him the opening he's looking for right now. As Aiden the Iceman Kirker has a little bit of company here. This is your battle for second. Chris R. Auto joins in the fray. Chris R. Auto in the 88, Chris Automobile Machine. I'm just going to call that the Chris R. 88. Brakes on through, down turner 3, down in turn 4 here, still holding a pretty sizable distance and spot up here from where he's been running at all night long, where he's been hitting it all day long. Just been a matter of staying focused on his line, staying focused on his position. Mike Cambello, we're on board here with him right now. Jump ahead here real quick to Ryan Beckering as well. You can see a little bit of a closer glimpse at what you're seeing right in front of you, and that's what's going down right now. Give me the dirty deep green. The rest of the field is just working on by here. Aaron Double Trouble right now is pretty much in a solid state. This season championship's all but his, but there's still a huge battle going on up front right now. Chris Colorado, Aiden Kirker, and Justin Martinez. You know, I was always taught growing up, if you can't win them, well, you can't win them all, but you can at least go for the win if you want it that badly. Right now, it seems to be the case here. Laps winding down, time's running out here for the drivers. This has been a long, extensive battle when it comes to strategy, comes to runs and a half here from these drivers, but everyone seems to have figured it in really well as Kyle Camper now goes in pit road here. Wes Weidman is entering in as well. Brady Weileman as well. Aiden the Iceman Kirker going into pit road, so that may just change up a few things here. Keelan Belsha has gone in road there. As the rest of the field passing on by here, now you see Dominic Muller having to go to work here on the Ferrari Chafaris. He's a lap down at the moment. Looking to change that up really quick if he can, because Justin Martinez not giving anybody any chances up here. As they back him on around here, still on the hunt, on the fight here. They are all tackling this one around. Wendy Hervan rooting on for Dylan Hervan right now, saying what you did at Dega, buddy, you can do this, right? And that's definitely true. It is very possible to get a last minute run here when it comes down to it here, but I'll tell you right now, it's going to be very difficult to really keep that momentum and run by it. Round and about to go, Aiden the Iceman Kirker back on the clear zone lap, trying to stay in this one. Mason Davis, Jason Thompson staying out as Justin Martinez goes in pit road. Robert Big Boy Dudley coming in that 49 Mercury machine, trying to stay out of the way, as he said earlier, of these drivers. Let them run their own race and let them figure out their own stuff. Hervatin's got some company right behind him, though, coming by there out of turn 3 and 4. Caught on the Ferrari. Ferrari with a full throttle assault, squeezes through the gap, right back on out of turn 4 there. Brady Burger Weileman had to stay out of trouble zone there. He had a big run coming from him. Connor Trafari right now is still not out of that full throttle assault mode right now. He's still leaning in hard here. He's giving a pretty good run here and a pretty good line to the pocket, as you see right here. And Mike Cambeo and Mason David Jason Thompson all at it here with one another. Cambeo right now trying to stay in this one to the end. We're not done this one just yet. Trouble right now, moved back into the spotlight, back into the stop zone. He's actually not too far off at the moment of being out of the lap down category. He's finally played his strategy in, played his run in, but I gotta wonder how much that fuel and tires are gonna really mess up with him later. Because these guys have been catching each other day in and day out when it comes to the runs. Two of them on by here, somebody giving an inch. Justin Martinez back into the 4th spot, trying to make his way up into the Raptors, up into the spotlight here as you get a good look at the lap time right now between him and Kirker. And now it looks like, yep, Kirker's still on the lap time counter zone. 24 laps left to go here. Kirker's actually gotten a little slower there. It might be saving up on his conservation here, if you will. Just trying to stay out of trouble and stay out of the way here of each other. Dylan Hervat now has taken over the race lead, coming down out of turn 2 here. So it looks like a pit road strategy coming into play for Mason Navy Chase Thompson, as Dylan Hervat will take home the race lead here. Wes Weidman right now back out with Crystal Auto. This is your battle for 4th once again, as we take them on around here. Run and a half here coming from Wes Weidman, trying to get ahead up there as he got Chris Auto right in front of him here, challenging him up, challenging him in, giving it a good run and a half here. What a show, what a battle it's been all the way through. Back on around here, Chris Auto. Giving it all it's worth here, just trying to stay ahead of the curve. Martinez now caught right back up. Dylan Hervat here. Justin right now currently trying to see if he can figure out where the old 21 of Hervat is right now. It looks like he's quite a bit ahead up here. I've actually moved on in pit road, so now you have a new race leader yet again. At this point right now, anyway, this all it is for Jesse is just to get himself into victory lane one more time. He hasn't been in victory lane in quite some time, to be honest with you. And with 20 laps to go, there's definitely going to be telling of the tale, seeing how that plays out. But Chris Auto right now is still laying into the 39 of Aiden, the Iceman Kirker, as they come on down out of turn 2, folks. So we get him back through and through here. Chris Auto still trying to hang in there. Wait a minute, caution's out. We got trouble. We got big problems. Dylan Hervatin has crashed. He has wrecked up on the scene here. We're going to the PTM Instant Replay to take a look at this one here. Let's find out what happened. Oh, look at this. Coming off that exit, and finally, at long last, turn 4 finally bit Herbatin. Oh, man, tough break for the Barstool Sports 21 of Herbatin, man. He gave it everything he had. And unfortunately, you know, we always said that you just can't overdo yourself. You can't underdo yourself. Because then racing, it just send you for the loop and send you for a ride. Watch this. He gets a little too hard off turn 4. It's already turned in. He's just trying to save it. It's not going to do it. Crashes in and trying to stay out of the way of drivers here as they come on by there. The frustration is there, though. I can tell you that much right now. So we will get our drivers re-racked, restacked, and all of that here. A lot of drivers going in pit road at the moment. We're going to figure out who to talk with here in just a sec. We want to make sure we have everybody ready to go, though, before we talk with them here. Go back him on around. I think we found our guy to talk with. Let's go ahead and bring him in. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we go.
well, easy there, Mason. You know better than to talk when we're trying to get you in the chat here, brother.
I know, but I know when I hear that noise, I know I'm in the booth now.
Yeah, you're in the booth, all right. Well, I mean, hey, Mason, it's good to have you on board. And, you know, 2020, we've always said it's been kind of a weird and rough season for a lot of folks out there. But y'all have definitely made a hell of a show and a great series out here with these races. Really, can you give us one memorable moment, you know, coming before you finish this one out that you can remember here from this series and these races?
My All-Star win. That's my memorable moment of the season.
Well, what was so memorable about it? Maybe you can explain to the fans and viewers at home what really felt like when you got to that All-Star race.
Well, I mean, it was exciting because it was like pack racing on a 1.5 mile track, but then, you know, when you win $125, that's pretty cool too, so.
Yeah, definitely is for sure there, man, and it was definitely worth all that time and ground you put in there and the work you put in all season. Hopefully maybe we can see you come to a close finish here at the end, but nevertheless, finish this one out, my friend.
Yeah, 10-4.
All right, Mason Davey, Jason Thompson, everybody having a little word with us. It's great to have them on board here. Great to have everybody on board, and you know, it's been a really long race. It's been a long battle here for a lot of drivers out here. Chris Auto is definitely one of them here, and it looks like we do not have him in any of our ways to chat, so we're not going to be able to chat with him here. See if maybe we can find one more driver to chat with. Looks like we have one more, boy. All right, folks, so in that number 20 Napa Auto Parts Custom Schemes dial, it is Mr. Mike Cambejo. And Cambejo, we have you on the call, my friend. How are you feeling out there, and what a season it's been for you?
Thanks, Christian. Yeah, been doing pretty well so far this season. Just trying to finish third in points here. Been very consistent all year. You know, finishing top 5s, top 10. Running P5 right now. So I've been enjoying my night so far.
You have indeed, my friend. And I got to ask you, you're coming down the wire here. You kind of got a little bit of runs to go here, but what's really been the key thing that's really kept you in this run and keep you on the momentum here with these guys?
Saving tires, man. Kind of got taught something before the race started tonight that kind of helped me learn this track a little bit better, so that's what I've been doing. Just want to say real quick before we go green, just thank you for what all you've done for our Cup season, and I want to just thank everybody at Flyby for all their hard works this year.
Yeah, but for sure there, y'all. I used to say you do all the hard work down there while we get the easy work. I can't say that no more, and you'll see why later in the broadcast with all we have to work with. But Cambejo, good luck, man. Finish this one strong for all of us here at PTM Racing TV.
Will do, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, quick question. Where are you team-wise? Where were we putting you in?
DI9 Motorsports.
All right, very good, bud. All right, guys. So that will wrap it up, I think, for our chats tonight, because I think we're going to come down to our final laps of this race. Jesse the Justa Martinez, at this point, unless something crazy happens to Aaron Double Trouble Triple, it's all but over for the championship. That will be his. But we all know Jesse a little too well better than that now, don't we? He wants to have one last big run to the end. Here they come to the lights. Lights are on, and we're all home. Let's bring it home, boys. 14 laps remain in this one, and if you folks at home haven't already liked and shared us up around right now, you better be doing just that, because these guys need some love. They need some support. The families need to get in here. They need to see this one come to the wire. Coming back on around down in turn 3, down into turn 4 they go. Here at the 25 corner, the Flyby Chafari a little bit looser at turn 4. Drivers getting a little loose, a little sideways off those corners. They hold their cars unstable as they can be, but that could have been pretty ugly, to say the least. As they're back into the wall goes Mason Navy chasing Thompson. The Ally 81 machine getting right up in that wall as they're coming right in your living room. Wow, doing her bad one. Gets a little tag and a half back there and spins it on by. But once again, managing to save it there, but that could have been dangerous for him, to say the least. Right on around we go here. Everybody jockeying for position. Everybody still leading it on in. A battle has ensued once again with Wes Wyman and Connor, the Ferrari Chafari. Both trying to be the hard charger of the night. Chafari has him up by about 2 spots now. Back him on around now. The 3 whites. Look at this coming down the backstretch into turn 3 into 4. Aiden, the Iceman, Kirker, and the 39 looks to hard charge his way and full throttle assault it to the very end. He's got only 11 laps left to catch Jesse the Jester. They back on in, they fight him on through. Mason, maybe Jason Thompson making one last big run here, maybe looking to add one more win to the resume. Side by side they go for the race lead. Here they are battling for it. Through it on through here, coming down at a turn 4 here, and now at long last, Mason Navy Jason Thompson has taken over that race lead, but he's got 2 heavy hitters right in front of him here as they bring it back into the inside. Thompson's going to try to hold off the Digester once more. Martinez can't quite get the run and get past him there out of that backstretch. They line him up for a big run coming to the wire here. They've only got a few laps left in this one. This is anybody's race to the end. This is going to be a hard finish and a hard run, to say the least, here for these drivers as they bring it back into a 3-wide salute between Connor, the Ferrari Chafari, Mason Navy, Jesse the Jester, and Iceman Kirker. I'm running out of breath calling this thing, man. These guys just cannot give me a break. They back it on down at a turn 2 here. Wes Weidman yet again, the 85 Chevrolet trying to hard charge it in. The Toyota Camry there, the Toyota Camry of Jesse the Jester is falling back yet again while the Chevrolets are working their way in. Hard runs, hard battles, hard changes, hard moves. Everybody wants this one. And coming down to the wire, they come down at a turn 1, back come on in. Wes Weidman yet again makes a big run and a half around Connor, the Ferrari Chafari, tying him up on the hard charger for the night. They're both 18 positions up from where they started. Wes starting at 21st, Connor starting for 22nd. They back him on in. Everybody's still running their line in with only 7 laps to go now. Mason Navy Jason Thompson looking to try and take home one last win. The last win of his 2020 could go to him. But can he hang on just a little bit longer right now as we go on board here with Aiden the Iceman Kirker coming down on the backstretch. Back him on back around out of turn 4. Here they go. Here now Aiden the Iceman Kirker starting to reel in the 81 of Mason Navy Jason Thompson. This is your battle for the lead here as they come on by down out of turn 1, back on in. They are out of here with one another, not giving an inch. They're going to trade some paint, looking for the lead here, coming through. Mason Navy Jason Thompson might have lost too much momentum, and he trades paint with the wall. I don't think that's what I meant by going without it. Now Wes Weidman with 5 laps to go has a chance. Can he fight his way to the top spot and take down Aiden the Iceman Kirker on the final race of the season? Or will the Iceman finally at long last have another victory added to his resume? He hasn't done it for a while here. He's fighting it hard. Both strategies seem to be working quite well here. We're down to the final 4 laps. They lead him on in down out of turn 4 here. The 39 of Aiden the Iceman Kirker, with one last big run coming through, one last big battle to the end. But it's all but sealed up here, folks. This man right here will be your season champion, barring any huge breaks and mistakes. To say the least here, I don't see that happening at this point, at this time. Wes Weidman right now, you want to talk about a hard charger. 19 spots up from where he started tonight, and now looking to possibly take home the final race of the season. He's going to have to try to get into there with 3 laps to go. Back him on in, down, around they go here. Ryan Edmonds in 23, getting out of the way there for these drivers trying to stay clear of trouble. Aiden the Iceman Kirker and Weidman gonna go at it here as we get to the 2 laps. 3 flags flying high in the air, folks. There is only but 1 lap remaining the next time by. Who wants it more? Who wants this more than the other? Aiden the Iceman Kirker is being challenged up to his fullest potential. Wes Weidman has not given an inch, not given any chances up all night long. He needs 1 more full throttle assault if he wants to take this one home. The white flag is out for the Iceman. They're going to come by down on a turn 1, down in turn 2. Is there one last run coming from Wes Weidman here? That's all but sealed up. If these guys can battle it through to the end, they're coming down that back straightaway. Mason Aby chasing Tom, trying to hold off the top 3 one more time around. As they come on by, down out of turn 3 into turn 4. Wes trying to throw one last big run to the end, but it's not going to be enough. The Iceman, Aiden Kirker, returns to the top of the mountain. He is your race winner in the season championship battle, with Wes Weidman finishing second. Top 5 will show right here. Thompson, Belsha, and Trafari round out the field here in what could be considered one of the best race wins that we've seen here in a while. For that man right there, Aiden the Iceman Kirker, and what a victory it was for him, having to hold it off and hold it in through the entire time and all the way by. Now it's time to throw the burnouts and throw the donuts. It's time to swing it in there, baby. But as we go to celebrate as well, there is also one other guy in the book that deserves a little bit of credit and love, because he is going to get his very first season championship with Flyby Cup Series. Aaron Double Trouble Tribble is the season champion for the Cup Series tonight. We'll talk with our 3 winners, our top 3 I should say, and Darren Double Trouble Tribble at the very end here. This was an incredible race, folks. What a show. And you know, the celebration is definitely going at it here tonight. He's got to be floored right now. He's just got to be so happy about this one. This was a big win for him. He knew going in he wanted this one badly. It was a battle to the end. It was a great stuff, and man, what a show. Let's go ahead and talk with our top drivers here tonight. Alright, folks, we now bring him in. This is Mason Baby Chasen Thompson, your 3rd place finisher here tonight at Homestead, Miami. And I gotta ask you, man, that was a pretty good run to the end. You had a pretty good showing there, but it just came up a little short here. What was going through your mind there?
Well, see, early in the race, I accidentally took a tire set, and I was just kind of trying to survive and maybe to play into my helping me. But on that last stop, I had to take 2, and so I was just holding on for dear life.
It seemed to work out quite that well there, man. You gave a run and a half there to Aiden the Iceman Kirker, and even a little bit there when you had dealing with Wes Weidman there. I mean, is there anything really you could have done differently though besides that little tire issue there on this race?
I kind of charged like those first opening 5 laps of that last restart. I kind of just drove the wheels off of it. I could have saved a little bit more, and maybe I would have had something more to defend them. But I'll take a P3.
Definitely for sure there, Thompson. A P3 here tonight. Many podium finishes this season, and many more to come, I believe, and a few more wins in there, I would think. I got to ask you, man, who do you want to thank here for this finish?
I want to thank my team, KMS. I'm leaving them to go to DHR next year, but it's been a hell of a year with them, so, yeah.
It's been a great showing and a great season, man, for you. Congratulations, and what a run, man. It's been a great time all the way through.
Yeah, 10-4.
Mason Navy, Jason Thompson, everybody, your top 3rd finisher here tonight. Now we bring in our 2nd place finisher here tonight. That is Wes Weidman. And Wes, you brought that 85 in to the end. I thought you had something for him coming to the wire, man. What happened there on that final few laps?
That was about the most frustrating race I've had yet. Started dead last, got damaged early twice, and just trying to save fuel throughout some of those cycles and trying to save tires, hoping for long runs, and just trying to play crew chief and driver at the same time is kind of frustrating for me. But when we took the green flag, I still had about 1:10 left of damage, so I knew I was already going to be a little disadvantaged, but I tried to give it all I could down there in the bottom a few times. After that, I knew it just wasn't going to work.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, you can't break yourself down and sell yourself short for what you had to do. You were taking on one of the top-tier drivers of Flyby and Aiden the Iceman Kirker, and you were trying desperately to get around that move and position there. And it just, there's one thing we've learned in racing is that sometimes there's just times they're going to be a little bit better than you, but, that's what makes us to learn how to get better and start to really get stronger with these races. And you definitely have the showcase here to get that done, man. So I got to ask you, coming into this next race round, when we get to see you guys next year, who do you want to thank you for this finish, and who do you want to thank you for this 2nd place?
I just want to thank the guys at Flyby. I'm pretty new to the series and the league, and got a great group of drivers, a lot of young ones, but a lot of talent. So looking forward to next season. And I'll dedicate this 2nd place finish to my grandmother that just passed away.
Well, Wes, my condolences and my prayers to you and the family at this time, and I can guarantee you right now, brother, she was watching down on you, and she was very proud of what you did here tonight. You gave it your heart. That's all that matters, brother. Congratulations on that 2nd place finish.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Wes Weidman, everybody, finishing 2nd here tonight. As we now bring in the man who finishes 1st on the last race of the night here, that being Aiden the Iceman Kirker. And Aiden, oh boy, you had some competition there at the end. You can't sell that short, brother.
No, sir. That was a good battle all the way through the race. Jesse had a really good race. He did everything right tonight. Mason almost had it. Wes gave me a little bit of a fight at the end. Just some pretty solid racing. It's a good to end the season on a high note with the 8th win of the season. Final for Black Cloud. Final race with them. That team's shutting down. That's why we had to thank you, Black Cloud Racing on the hood. Really means a lot to send that team out in style. Congrats to Aaron on the championship, of course. He deserved it. He showed up when he needed to every race of the season, and he put on a heck of a performance all year. And sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man. I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I thought you were going to stop right there for a minute. So you go ahead. I apologize.
Just a really good season with Flyby. This is a rapidly growing league. It's definitely got a huge potential. I'm really impressed from when I joined, I think 2nd race of the season, and to this final one. The growth in the community and on and off the track, and not just the size of it, but the people in it, their development as people and development of friendships, and it's become a family. And I love to come out and race with these guys, and huge thank you to all the admins, Jesse, Daryl, Mike, Kyle, Chris. They really made this season a special one. And thank you to Black Cloud Racing. Daryl, he's definitely put me in the best spot I can be in this league to go out and win all these races, and he takes really good care of me. So it sucks that this team's not going to be here next year, but I can't thank him enough for giving me the opportunity to run from him and all my teammates that I've had this season. Just it's been a really fun year, and I'm really excited to get to the next season.
Definitely, for sure there, Aiden, and we can't wait to talk all about that season and all that, and definitely would like to bring Big Dog in at the end when we talk with season champion Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, if you want to tell him that. But at the end of the day, I mean, Aiden, it's been a career renaissance. It's been a great racing series here for you, a great season all around. I don't think there's anything else we can really say here other than congratulations. You've done it again here at Homestead Miami Speedway, and we definitely will catch you next time when we see it for season 2, my friend.
Of course, Chris. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight at Homestead Miami, Aiden the Iceman Kirker. Now, give me 1 second here, folks, because we got to prepare up for this one, because this one is going to be a huge moment for this youngster. This driver right here that we're about to bring in here. That's right, folks. We're going to go ahead and get him in now. Aaron Double Trouble Tribble is your Season 1 champion of the Cup Series. And he's with me right now here in the booth on the call and all that. And we've got the graphic card up with him right now. Aaron, you worked so hard to get to this moment. You fought through the Road Course Challenge Week. You fought through the mile halves. You fought through trials. You fought through these D-shaped tracks. And somehow, some way, out of it all, you managed to be the top dog, if no pun intended to Big Dog Daryl Arnold out there. You managed to be the top guy in this series and season. Tell me, how does this feel and what's going through your mind right now, man?
Man, I feel great. I don't, this is like one of the greatest feelings. You can't, this league, I've had to push myself to the limits. The entire season, these guys are just the best drivers and some of the best drivers I've ever raced against, and I can't thank Daryl Arnold and Jesse Martinez, Aiden Kirker, Mike Campaggio, I don't remember how to say his name, and Kyle Camper, and all of the admin crew for putting on such a great show every single weekend. It makes me just so happy. I'm so happy to be a part of this crew.
It really has indeed, man. You guys have just put on a heck of a show. I mean, for the age you guys are at and everything you guys have been doing out here, you have showed a much more mature level than most could even dream of at this age. And I can definitely tell you that, for your family, your friends, your parents, and everybody that's followed on everything and done here on the show, I guarantee to you, man, they are got to be looking down on you, smiling and proud of all you guys have accomplished and done. It's just been an incredible season for you, and I know this one meant a lot for you to get tonight. So, Aaron, it's the last time I get to ask you this season, but who do you want to thank here for this career renaissance and season championship in the Cup Series?
Yes. First of all, I want to thank my grandparents on both sides, obviously, for providing me the abilities to just have a computer and have everything I have, as we are, they helped with providing, be able to get the steering wheel, monitor, all of this stuff. It's a big shout out to them, and obviously my parents for supporting me and through my endeavors when it comes to race car driving and virtual, realistic, doesn't matter, whichever one. They still support me throughout. And then my friend Chris streams on Twitch, Lost Music Freak, shout him out. He's a great streamer. He's a fun guy. Good guy to talk to if you ever get a chance. Lost Music Freak on Twitch. And obviously you for putting on these great shows.
I did say this earlier, but I'll say it again. I used to say you guys do all the hard work, we do the easy work. Well, when you go back and watch this broadcast, I can guarantee it now. I think we're even, because you guys put in a heck of a lot of work. You put in a lot of stuff going on, and I hope when you come back and watch these, you can see that we're trying to do the same as much as you guys do. It's been a crazy and incredible season, to say the least. What a show. Great job. Once again, Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, you are the Season 1 Cup Series champion. Congratulations, man. Well earned and well deserved, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Double Trouble Tribble, your race season champion here in the Cup Series. And what a way to go out and what a way to do it all here tonight. But before I go, I think I want to play a little spoiler alert, and I want to have Big Dog give us a little info maybe on letting you fans know what's going on for Season 2.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Apologies. I wasn't expecting an interview. Thank you, Chris. And thanks for the good job tonight. We're looking forward to watching the replay. I know it was a long night for you, and we're going to take care of you in that regard. But, yeah, we're going to have a Cup Season 2. We have implemented a minimum license and iRating standard for that. You have to have an A-class license and 1100 iRating by January 1st. We have some legacy members that are actually working very hard towards that, and it doesn't really, having an A license and 1100 iRating doesn't necessarily say you're a good iRacer. But what it tells us is that you are willing to put in the work to get it. And that's what we're looking for and trying to instill in these younger guys and some of the olders that are still trying to get it. So you tell us you can put in the work. That means it's something we can work with going into Season 2. We're also entertaining the idea of no quick repairs. So you're going to be calling some interesting, probably tempered races for us next season. We're also going to do a truck series that's going to start in tandem, and we're also looking at a GP1 and an Indy series. So that's what's going on.
Well, man, I definitely could say for all the hard work and all the stuff you guys have been putting in, helping these youngsters get through day in and day out, and all the stuff you put in for, this league in general. I mean, I thought it was only fit that for the last race of the season, this being your first season, we just give the fans at home and the viewers just an idea of what it's a taste of what it takes to even do this in the first place, much less to be able to run such a great league and a great series and have, such incredible young talent at such a mature, high level, running as hard as they do, and with you even staying with them at times as well, being the old dog veteran there. It just honestly, it seemed like a bedtime tonight to do that for you. So, Daryl, I just brought you in here. We want to make sure that, we say from here, as all of us here at PTM Racing TV, just thank you again for giving us that chance all those weeks ago to get this back on top and get this thing figured in. We'll definitely be ready when the next time comes to get you on the green flag, brother.
Well, I appreciate you, Kristen. And again, you've been super, super easy to work with. And I've learned in business dealings and in life that there's a lot of value in having somebody that's easy to approach, easy to talk to, easy to work with. I mean, you can't really put a dollar sign on that. So you are worth every penny that this league puts into you and all the extra effort, everything you do with the promotional stuff and how you really get into it, man. I mean, we're going to recommend you to everybody. You're going to be really busy next year, man.
I was about to say, we're already busy as it is. I don't think we really have days anymore where we're off. Like, everybody wants us for some reason. But at the end of the day, though, not to toot our own horn, but, man, I would say a lot of it also has to kind of come from where we started. And in fact, that when we got picked up from you guys and some other folks that, I'm hoping maybe we can do a little post and a thank you thing for the other leagues that have given us that chance to do in the first place,
Yeah,
honestly,
definitely.
It's been so meaningful. So, again, we just want to give you this chance to showcase your league and to let the fans and everyone at home know what's going on with Flyby and what will become of it. And as we all know and what we heard, it's definitely going to be an awesome season come next time around, and it looks like some awesome things coming. Darrell Arnold, thank you again for your time. Thank you again for everything, man. I hope you enjoyed
Thank
the
you,
show.
Chris. Good evening. We'll see you in January.
We will indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Dog, Darrell Arnold, having one last chat with us real quick before we call it a night. And ladies and gentlemen, that's really going to be the end of the night. It's late, and I've got to be up in about 5 hours, so we've got to get going. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of my heart, and I think I speak for all of us here at PTM Racing TV, not just, the folks behind the scenes. I can't tell who's who and all that, but for the folks behind the scenes, from the other broadcaster, Doug the Dad Burns, up on YouTube land, from all of us here at PTM Racing TV, just thank you. Thank you again for everything. Thank you from everything we've done. We hope you guys have a great holiday and a great Christmas when that comes around, and Happy New Year as well. And as always, the next time we see you guys, it'll be when the green flag flies here on PTM Racing TV, which will be for Pedal to the Metal Racing League tomorrow night. So be sure to tune on in for that. We've got charity events coming up and some special events that we'll be showing to you soon enough, so be keeping an eye out on that. But for now, folks, I can't tell all my spoilers and secrets. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I would not do this without you guys. Thank you so much. Be safe. God bless. Take care. Good night, everybody.